Declaration were included these memorable passages.
Here before us, on this table, lie the title deeds of 10 nations or states whose soil has been invaded and polluted, and whose men, women, and children lie prostrate or writhing under the Hitler yoke. A vile race of quislings, to use a new word which will carry the scorn of mankind down the centuries, is hired to fawn upon the conqueror, to collaborate in his designs, and to enforce his rule upon their fellow countrymen while groveling low themselves. Such is the plight of once glorious Europe, and such are the atrocities against which we are in arms. It is upon this foundation that Hitler, with his tattered lackey Mussolini at his tail and Admiral Darlan frisking at his side, pretends to build out of hatred, appetite, and racial assertion a new order for Europe. Never did so mocking a fantasy obsess the mind of mortal man. We cannot tell what the course of this fell war will be as it spreads remorseless through ever wider regions. We know it will be hard. We expect it will be long. We cannot predict or measure its episodes or its tribulation. But one thing is certain. One thing is sure. One thing stands out stark and undeniable, massive and unassailable for all the world to see. It will not be by German hands that the structure of Europe will be rebuilt, or the union of the European family achieved. In every country into which the German armies and the Nazi police have broken, there has sprung up from the soil a hatred of the German name and a contempt for the Nazi creed, which the passage of hundreds of years will not efface from human memory. We cannot yet see how deliverance will come, or when it will come. But nothing is more certain than that every trace of Hitler's footsteps, every stain of his infected and corroding fingers will be sponged and purged, and if need be, blasted from the surface of the earth. This then, my lords and gentlemen, is the message which we send forth today to all the states and nations, bond or free, to all the men in all the lands who care for freedom's cause, to all our allies and well-wishers in Europe, to our American friends and helpers drawing ever closer in their might across the ocean. This is the message. Lift up your hearts. All will come right. Out of the depths of sorrow and of sacrifice will be born again the glory of mankind.